We still can't like rest here. So. Okay. Wait, I still can't rest somewhere. Cannot rest while enemies. We are healing. Yeah, healing.
Something bothering you?
Oh, we need a restoration too. Okay, let's heal first. He can. What it wants. Those are serious wounds. Moderate wounds. And the rest can be like. Take it. Of course, one restoration. Restoration for the bear. This one here. This one for Lindsay, and this one for. Here we go. Okay, we are good to go. We still have spells, even though it's kind of hard that we don't have much spells anymore.
I shall end this suffering.
Like how much more do you want to fight without getting spells back? Like what the hell?
I'll try to make this swift.
You just go like this.
Stand down.
How much damage did the dog get? Like they just attacked the dog the whole time. Is there more? Nope, that's it. Oh, critical wounds cube. I just like open. I'm just like open.
How cute!
Okay, how damage is the dog? Too much, I guess. There's some damage too.
Right here, my friend.
Yeah, let's take some more light wounds. I don't know if this heals enough at all. Guess it's something. It's enough. And he like, oh god, like, why would I not see this trap? And standing. Oh, we can rest because we have camp supplies.
I'm sorry that I cannot relieve your pain, Ekin.
Don't blame yourself. It is my burden.
Okay, at least we got stuff back. Do we have spells again?
Friendship lasts forever.
Shall we move?
I wrote it like I saw it.
Oh, I should have really thought of camp supplies this time. I kind of forgot about the camp supplies. But I also was not expecting that we have like such a long ride in this tomb without any resting stuff and so on. Like it's kind of an unfortunate situation. And I hate that it's like so small to move. This is horrible. I can't even properly see the ways. Like, it's so weird. Who would have thought? I guess I will take every trap with me now. Oh.
Applause, please.
How may I help?
Okay. Let's just hope we're on the right track.
Anything else?
Stuff with rolls. This was a scroll of again. There's no way out of here. Willers Gunderson. Okay. Hard to find forgiveness for any creature that does horrific things, but I doubt forgiveness would mean anything to a monster like him. Every surface is covered with blood pits and veins. Like they are not attacking. Like am I just like walking past?
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Well, fuck. Okay. Let's just go like this. Okay. That was bad. Hello? Okay, the turn base got stuck because I went turn base afterwards. Oh, come on, turn base, stop stucking. Like that sometimes when you like switch from turn base to normal, you like have to unstuck it with pressing it again. Because the game still thinks you're in normal mode. Like a freaking horde. And why is she missing against a normal freaking zombie? Like why? How? 6. 4. Why? Like how can you miss that? Like she never missed a normal zombie. Oh no, I have no AoE on her at all.
You offend me.
Let's see how many he can kill. Like just probably just one. Or not even one. Because they're like reduced damage against Pierce. That's sad. Can do the competent stuff. What else can we do? We have like no AoE around us. I can actually heal myself. That's something. We can channel the positive end. There's like one question. This one deals probably more damage. Let's just go. Go. Oh, my turn base is bugged again. Stop it. Let's attack. This is a harder fight than expected. Like it's not like the zombies. The zombies are pretty weak, but still, like there are so many. I was not and I was like in a bad position. I was not. I thought they didn't fight. Like they just. Come on, let me attack, please. This is buggy combat. Nah, I felt like they don't attack. Like they were like neutral, and I was like going right past them, and then they attacked. Like wow. I have this one. This one should kill all the undead. They all resisted. Ugh. Oh god. Somebody's stuck again. God, this is like horrible. Why? Why does it stuck like usually? It's stuck again. Okay, now it works. Wow. I need to heal the bear somehow. I think I'm just running up and healing him. Because he's on death's door, I don't want him to die. Let me attack. Like some zombies are insanely tanky. Wouldn't have thought of it. And it's insane how tanky some of them are. Still bad that I don't see the HP of the wolf and bear. Yeah, I had to turn off combat, turn-based mode. It just took forever. Like this was literally forever. Some more camp supplies. I guess I got really lucky with the camp supply. Because as I said, I don't have anyone with me. I forgot to buy some. I'm keep getting them. But where are they in my inventory? Camp supplies, camp supplies, camp supplies. Like a note? I should have enough for another rest. Okay, there we go. Dog and bear look quite okay.
Applause, please.
Okay, there's something to click. I can go in here without any. Like 33. Yeah, this is like 32. Oh god, like 32 athletics. Like, I will never make this. I clicked it. I have no idea what it did, but I guess I clicked it.
I'll share my path.
Okay, some
Applause,
stuff.
please.
It's like just heal pots and stuff. I'll take it. Picks up imprisonment and burial of Vordakai, performed by 3 cyclopes or
The
opponent
dangers
hand.
don't frighten me. Anything else? This is my time to shine.
Wow. Okay.
Applause, please.
Is the other trap just triggered without any trigger? Oh. Elementals? Like how many?
I don't tolerate threats.
Just one? Okay, it's 2. I don't see the HP, so I have to go turn-based again. Like, as I said, like some things in the combat system itself without turn-based is fine, but I guess you can see your companions and stuff. It's just like, I don't know, it's not good. It's just not good. Like there's no way. There's no other way I can tell you. It's just like not good.
Any last wishes?
It could be great, but it's like they just missed out on some like overview stuff. That's just unfortunate.
Your time is over.
And where did this thing come from? Oh, when I have like cure critical wounds. Which one was cure critical wounds? This one. Should just go like this and we can use lightning bolt. Should be effective against him, I guess. Yeah. Deals some damage, let's say.
Cannot hide from me.
Well, he's healing 0.
Stay behind me.
Bear frozen? Yes, he's frozen. Yeah, he's freezing. Yeah, they keep focusing the bear. And I can't, like, wait. She's the next one. I don't know why she has, like, such low movement. But she has, like, insane. That's, like, nothing.
Away, you rascal.
I don't need the moderate rounds mass. I actually need critical rounds. And just take serious rounds. Can I bone shatter them? Like, I can't really bone shatter them. Oh, it even deals like 15 damage. It's kind of fine.
Nowhere to run.
Well, I guess I need to revive the bear with the scroll afterwards. Guess he will not survive this one. Why is she missing some?
Stand down.
And there's another water elemental. Why are there 4 again? What does freezing do? Am I getting damage? Oh, it takes cold damage each turn. Yeah, the dog's nearly dead too. That's unfortunate. Yeah, pretty good.
I aim true.
Do not forget.
6 again.
You deserved it. You offend me.
So it's come to this.
Like, how strong are those things? Like, insane. Like the how are they called? The normal ones, like I had not the ancient ones, like the elder ones. They were like so freaking weak compared to them.
I grant you death.
I can tell they are horribly strong compared to the other ones. Just kill them all.
Yes.
You can't even move to heal him. To heal him. Oh.
Your time
Horrible.
is over.
I can't keep this up much longer.
I forgot to heal.
Cannot hide from me.
Stay behind me.
Are you serious? Like, can't I move to this guy? Like, I will literally throw out of this team after this thing. Like, this is horrible.
Away,
Did you see? Like, she could walk like 2 meters and she's like gone. That's why I don't like Lindsay as Bard at all. I don't think like Lindsay is a good character just because the movement is just garbage on this character.
I require healing.
I just hate Lindsay so much. Fun fact, I love the bard. Like, I love him. The character, like, this is like the best class in the game. But still, Lindsay makes the class horrible. Okay. Can we actually get the bear back?
There are other ways to cast this spell. I'm listening. There are other ways to cast this spell. There are other ways to cast this spell. There are other ways to cast this spell.
Is there trouble?
So is the bear gone now?
Confide in me.
Quick, quick!
Share your
Else
trouble.
we miss all the fun!
There are other ways to cast this spell. There are other ways to cast this spell.
I'm loading. I'm not playing. No. I'm not playing without the bear. No. There's no way. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing without the bear. Still not sure. I want to try something else. Like, go.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Want to go down here. Things like I don't know where to go actually. I guess I'm just doing the athletics 32. Heck. That was it. Roll 1. You know what? Fuck you. Like literally, like how can I roll a 1? Like always. Like I'm always just rolling a 1. Like that's my to-go roll. At least I know what's happening right now. Like I can.
Anything else? And Lindsay was called forth.
I will pre-buff and I will just check for pre. Yeah, I have some buff stuff. I will just buff the bit. I will just buff the bit stuff. So this guy can just buff everyone now. Do we have like something protection from cold? How long does it take? Like 10 minutes. We can do.
How may I help?
Resist cold, we can do like this one. Now all have the cold stuff too. We can go in with this one. We can
My friend.
spray those people. Now we should be fine.
Die, die, die!
Just continue this out turn-based mode for now. We just kill the first one.
Stand down.
Let the attack commence!
However, the bear is low again.
Cannot hide from me.
Let's see. Oh no, we should take on this one actually, because
Let us strike as one! Ah!
this one dies. We just have like one enemy. He has like protection and like stuff from. He has immunity to cold, but he still has like a cold debuff. Like, why does he have freezing? And why can't she walk up?
You offend me.
She can go for the lightning stuff again. Yeah, let's just. Ready to go on onto this one. I would love to have a camera switch, like still, like I can't click this thing. Yeah, this one. Go for lightning bolt again.
You deserved it.
Okay. Then we did better. Or we can actually go like this.
Wishes.
But this is hardcore that they're like spawning two from one. This mechanic kinda made me lose it on the first try. Okay.
What troubles you?
But the question is like how long does this dungeon take? Like it takes forever.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Confiding.
What? Okay. Let's save this one. Wool smells strongly of sulfur. Vordakai. I think that's not the play. We should
my
wait
time
a
to
second.
shine.
Just go around it. Just go around. Oh no. Ah, he has a fear aura. That's it. Wait. We have something for this one.
We miss all the fun.
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
Ah, this doesn't work because he has like a full aura. Damn. Let me still like.
I saw it.
Will I just pre? I guess I'll just pre-buff. I'm.
Friendship lasts forever.
You can give Moss Feather stuff.
This spell's not working. That's mean.
This one. Can give this one to Ekundayo. That one. I'll just pre-buff whatever I can. Like I'm just pressing all the buttons. Literally. There we go.
Share my path.
In the dim light, unable to disperse deep shadows in the corners of the dark hall, you see a tall, angular figure. It is a giant with parchment thin skin, clad in ancient clothes. Yet he pays you no notice. He is studying a glowing vessel cradled in his hands.
She is here, Master. She came, O great Vordakai.
Then turns to you, and your attention is immediately drawn to the single eye, center of its strident dead face, or rather an iridescent ball of dark shades shimmering within the Cyclops' empty eye socket like abyssal fire. In the center of the sphere is a dark of ominous red that seems to cut you.
An interruption? So, what disturbs my meditations?
Just 1 second. Oh. Just gonna check with something here. I'm tapped out. Okay. Come on.
I was pondering what to do with this pathetic creature, Nagar Varn. This fool dared to claim the lands that belong to me. Can you see his soul? This emptiness of this vessel is all he rules now. The same fate awaits you. I kept Magar's body because I thought he might prove a servant. But no, your corpse kneeling before me will be of more use.
Tapped out again. Second. I have to start something. Come on. Let's do it. Only one who will die these days. You can resolve this peacefully. Shall we try to resolve this peacefully? We'll try this one.
Peace. A surrender. Yielding. Weakness. The weak serve as feast or flagstones. Their bodies ever prostrate in worship. Their backs and blood, the roads and rivers of my domain. Layer upon layer, an empire of your kind. Entire races crushed beneath my reign. That is the peace your master brings.
Okay, I guess he just wants to fight them. I'm just going. And kill the raven. I just want to kill this freaking raven.
True.
Just die already.
Where I step in.
You forced my hand.
Bye bye, raven. Oh. Okay. Wait. How much defense does he have? Hey, Vordakai. 23 flat-footed. Okay, this was flat-footed. Oh, he's probably better now. Going onto the enemy death. The finger of that nearly killed Lindsay, like, fully. This time I will just heal her because she's a death star. Yes, this didn't work. See if I get debuff. Wait. Let's just attack for now. What is going on? Like, why am I not doing damage? Yep. $28. Yep. Let's see. Like, Agondio deals damage. Even with sneak attack, that's great. Like, he deals tons of damage here. We will just stay like this. I will still heal myself. So that's like the best option here. We will go for... Normally I should get closer. Do this burst here. Now the wait.
Enough, Vordakai. Come face your death. I'm the one who will sentence you.
Oh no.
From a relic of a crumbled empire. A relic I steal. Curse you, Vordakai. Blinded by your faded power, I take your sight.
What's happening?
Curse you, Vordakai. Thriving in your blind arrogance, I claim your eye.
I was not expecting this one.
Forgive me.
Give me the Oculus now.
No! Don't ask for something I can't give you. The force that compels me calls for me, and I must answer it. I must leave. I pray to Sarenrae that you find it in your heart to forgive me.
My sight! My eye! My gift from the depth of Abaddon! It's gone!
Wait, what?
Stolen! Thieves! Maggots! Wretched, pathetic creatures! I'll slay you! I'll slay you all!
What does he have like with Lindsay? He just hates Lindsay so much. Can we bone share this guy? Oh, we can actually. Well, like my healer's gone. That's unfortunate, I guess. Like that's pretty shitty. That my healer's gone, but okay.
Let us strike as one.
This is one thing I wouldn't expect from this guy. Like, I'm just confused. Like, why? He was always so nice to me. I'm just healing myself up again. Yeah, he really hates. He really hates Lindsay.
Your time is over.
Do not falter.
This is insane. Like, he is in like melee base. He's like, I'm just so bad with Valerie. I'm just not hitting anything. Okay.
After all I've done, after all I've achieved, after all the trials, still I fell, and to what? To a pathetic thing like you.
If Tristan is now bad guy, I'm pissed.
Worthless creature, proud in your ignorance. Do you even realize what you've done? You've doomed Vordakai to oblivion and all the power and secrets of the greatest empire ever known.
Didn't you know, mighty Vordakai, that you should not open up your soul to everybody? That curse that Christian put upon you struck your very essence. Arrogance and lust for power.
You dare pronounce judgment on me? Oh, there is truth in your words. Curses strike harder if you empower them with the
I would
peace
love if I would
essence of
get
one.
to play Vordakai now.
And I
This would be
put my
great. And
peace
we have to get
in
this
your
eye
name.
back.
The
My team.
name of a
Freaking
ruler
awesome.
and a vanquisher. The name I was cursed with. I was blind back then, more blind than I am now. And I lost the greatest gift I ever received from my patrons, the demons. Will I have to pay for such negligence?
Which empire you talking about?
About the one that flourished in this world long before you came. About the one that in its greatness outshined everything ever created by mortals since the beginning of time. About the empire, whose last remaining son, great Vordakai, was destined to restore. We brought an era of enlightenment and prosperity to this primitive world. We created masterpieces, ones your kind cannot even fathom. I was the one
Okay, this answer's great.
thriving empire, and the one who was going to release it from the prison of time. But then You came and shattered any hope of reviving the greatest civilization of this world.
The Empire would have been built on blood and countless innocence that I cannot allow. Everything has its time. Your era, and for good or ill, is over. Now it's time for another. The chaotic neutral is great. Who gives a damn about a corpse like you and your dead empire? You have submitted the others, and therefore you were once weak and pathetic. This is great.
I have died once, and my will remains unbroken. Nothing, not even death, can change it.
Christian took your eye.
You don't even realize what your sidekick stole. The Oculus of Abaddon is not some eye. It's a dark creation, having tremendous power.
I would love to have this alignment here.
Horseman of the apocalypse. The Oculus is
Probably kill him
of
instantly.
seeing the unseen, revealing the future to its holder, and dominating over mere mortals. Your pathetic settlement was so close to sharing the fate of Varnhold.
Tell me now, what have you done to people of Varnhold?
Vermin who came to my lands, who raked the land with their plows, pierced it with stakes to build their miserable shacks, desecrated the sacred tombs. First, they tore my lands from me, then broke into my sanctum and stole what was mine. I was enraged when I awakened, but the Oculus of Abaddon gave me the answers I needed. It calmed me, focused me. It was powerful enough to seize control over all who lived in that wretched settlement. They came to me, one by one, to be slaughtered. I fed upon their minds to make sense of this renewed world. The thoughts they held were enough for me to conclude the world is ready for my return. The world needs my return. You look
Okay.
at me as if I committed some blasphemy. Hardly. They defiled my
Set to the soldier and set Mega 1-3. Good time is it?
them in turn. Although I didn't want to limit my revenge, their souls await fate inside the same jars as does the soul of their arrogant leader.
Okay, I guess we will do this one. Okay. Research into the nature of curses Vordakai. Okay, that's like a new event. Must be nice. There he is. Take the Oculus from Vordakai. Wow, that's like not my... Like he got stuff, not me. Tristan got. This is one of the critical one. Okay. This one. So what do I have to do? Do I have to talk to this guy? Do I have to run away? Like, what is he... What is going on? Determine this, the destiny of the Varnhold stuff, like the fate. Okay, just talk to. There you go. What did I get here? That's a good question.
And Lindsay was called forth.
That's a good question. I don't know. You? Why is she encumbered?
Just letting the ink dry.
I don't get it.
When What troubles you? Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious? Something more simple.
Oh, she's
like
exhausted.
Lindsay the Great.
So many thoughts.
Yeah, like now I'm kinda screwed. Like, not gonna lie. Like,
I wrote it like I saw it.
how do we have to rest? Let's just rest. Okay, she can walk again, please.
The dangers don't frighten me.
He needs like some time that he gets to his senses. That's fine for me. Our search for our answer to Mr. Warnold was coming to an end. After learning that the horrible fate that befell the poor people in Warnold, we headed to the final destination of our trip, the dark chamber hidden behind Vordakai's throne room. As soon as we crossed the threshold, we froze breathless. The dark hall before us was filled with gleaming, transparent vessels with shimmering lights of the souls imprisoned there, dispersed of gloomy darkness of the tomb. Liquid shadows danced and twisted on the stone walls with every move of those bright little sparks as they beat against the interiors of their elegant, translucent prisons. And what did the Baroness do when she saw the cruel fate of the Warnhold citizen? Okay. Okay, shall we just sell them? Yeah, come on, we will free them. Upon breaking the first jar, a bright flash of light heralded the imprisoned's soul had regained its freedom. The bright dark flew into an arc over our heads and settled on the floor. Well, even my talent as a writer can't do justice to that. What we saw then. The freed soul was resurrected in a heartbeat on the spot where the spark landed. A man clad in dusty peasant's clothes appeared. An expression of utter shock in his face. The poor man was terrified when he came to his senses after that nightmare, only to find himself in the middle of an ancient tomb. It took no effort at all to free the others. With each new crash of shattered glass, new people appeared around us. Guards, fishermen, mothers, their children, farmers, drunkards, scribianis, droning gossipers. Long story short, all the people who had been abducted by the oculus of Abaddon had returned. Overshadowing kitchenware was always brought such joy and goodness. Alternating between lamenting, crying, and yelling for joy, the crowd headed for the tomb's exit. We followed after them, finishing yet another chapter of our heroic chronicle. But wait for the Vordakai is not no longer poses a threat to the barony, but we emerged from an ordeal empty-handed. The oculus of Abbott is gone. Tristan has gone away, and he used the same kind of portal we saw during the season of Bloom. No one has any idea what's going on or where we can find the betrayer, but I suspect we will be hearing from Tristan very soon. Okay, so where are they going? Your grace, God's be praised, your savior, you rescued us. And not just me, but my people as well. Whatever I can do to show you my gratitude, too bad Seafield didn't live to see this moment, and Gunderson. He wasn't a bad sort, just impulsive. Well, one them on all who had lost their lives because of Vordakai, and then Oh, I got stuff. Burning effects like Grace. Great. Your Grace, by the death of my blood, Barnhold and I now serve you. The cowards from the north didn't lift a finger to help me, and when I was in need, so I offer my sword to the one who will. I will head to your castle and wait for you. The Deputy will rule in Varnhold. I'll appoint someone trustworthy. Don't worry about that. Add 5 regions to your land. Proceed with the voluntary annexation. Okay, cool. I guess like we got some things dropped. Mental perfect. Okay, wait. I gotta check this one later. Just a second. Let's leave. Okay, if this is like what I'm expecting it is, it's great. This is a great item. Plus 4 to all
The ancient evil
intelligence
was defeated.
effects.
The dead tyrant Vordakai wouldn't be threatening us or anyone else any longer. Alas, our friend revealed himself to be an enemy. How could you, Tristan? We trusted you.
How could you? Yeah, we'll just go back to our city for now. I'm just saving, just in case, and then we go back. Kinda hard to replace him. Yep. This is really hard to anyways, like he's just hard to replace because he's like a full cleric and can heal.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Oh wow, this will be horrible.
The more I
Lindsay's
travel, the more I'm sure. True nobleness is not inherited.
Oh, I
Every
should have gone
smug
for the
dimwit with
movement.
Marquess title has worse manners than his horse.
I will probably go into the city and then I will end it for. It's just, as I said, this was supposed to be a shorter one. But I guess, you know, this game is like, I can literally not stop when I'm playing this game. It's so hard to stop. I'm enjoying it so much.
My life is a burden.
We will avoid. Please let me avoid it.
We should gather our strength.
We will take the. Which was it? Cheese costata? No.
Will you tell me a story from your travels? I'd love to write it down.
You make a lot of noise. You're liable to draw predators or monsters. Let's save our stories for later, when we are somewhere safe.
Please don't. Oh yeah. Nice. Normally we should. I think we can make it now. Like at least a bit further.
My life
Yeah,
is
there
a
we go.
burden.
Ekin, the village you lived in. Tell me what it was like.
It was good. Honest people, good food, clean sky. Everything a person needs. You can write that down.
Oh wait, peaceful travelers. Okay, we will take one. Probably the skeleton guy again, giving me other stuff
I'll
this
share my
time.
path.
Yeah. Show me your wares. I want to check, like, she has a light crossbow. Erosion. Shock E-stock. Oh. Like, he doesn't have... Like, he had one time where he actually had good stuff. I didn't have money. Now I have money and he doesn't. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm still not sure, like, who do I take? This is rough. Like, Lindsay is support. It's fine. So I guess maybe we don't... We have so much to report, Your Grace. I don't know where to begin. First, the Sword Lords have requested your aid against the barbarians. Secondly, monsters have started to appear within your barony again, as they did during the bloom. According to reports, most of the creatures have been sighted at Candlemere Lake. I hope, Your Grace, you will decide which actions to take first. Either way, you should choose quickly. Either deal with the tribes of Numeria who are marching to us through Brevoy, or try to discover where this new bloom originates from. Or in other words, will you honor your alliance with the Aldori, or would you rather leave them to their fate to the Saturva's delight? Which one should I do first? I'm suggesting I take the throne. If I were you, I would pay attention to what's happening with the neighbors of the north. I will send my people to Brevoy, and you should go to the Rostlands to give the Sword Lords your support. What is happening in Brevoy? The Carib barbarians, Your Grace. The Tiger Lord tribe, they sometimes serve mercenaries in the River Kingdoms. Not long ago, a new chieftain rose among them and inspired the tribe to conquer new lands. His name is Armak the Trispawn, and it is said his tribe honor as a living legend. Looks like Barry will become the first target. Rostland, be more specific. Lintrock Grassland. Tiger Lords, so they decided to come to fight. I've heard my former tribe is with them now, hiding from the evil spirit that haunts them. I bet the Tiger Lords brought the cowardly worms here with them. If so, I will give them what they deserve. What I wanted to say, Chieftain, we need to go there and we need to hurry. I'm going now to scout around, maybe find some help, or come with me. Or else we will live to see this Armak smash the Brevens and come knocking at our main gate. You're right, the threat is too serious to be ignored. We're heading there right now. Easy, we can go in a huge group. There's no way you can scout unnoticed. In short, I go first to see their numbers, maybe smash several heads, and you come and join me later. Just to make me wait too long, I will kick all the ass without you. Okay, great. What's going on at Candlemere? Not long ago, a bright flash was spotted on the center of the island. After that, monsters started to appear in the area. Take fishermen and travelers. Someone should travel to Candlemere and discover where these monsters are coming from and why. Okay, we have decided you're going to deal with the business at hand, which leaves me to find somewhere to put efforts and talents as well. So, Your Grace, until we see each other. What? Who are you? Your Grace, I came to say farewell. Alas, I must return to my homelands. I have responsibility as a family head. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Take care of yourself. Who was this guy? Oh, I could die? There's a disaster everywhere. The Stagland may be gone, but there's still much trouble in our lands. Robbing and killing on the roads. You must do something. Protect the people. My advice: a curfew. Announce the time of night when people remain inside their homes. My guard will maintain order. Okay, I'll just do this one. He knows what to do. Mine is too military. I have so much military that I kind of don't care at the moment. Gonga. Well, how are you doing at your chef's city? You know, I've seen a miracle. Gorum himself honored one of my commanders with a gift. He turns pathetic weaklings to fierce spawn of the abyss. Able to defeat anyone with their bare hands, you know how. Potions, he says. He got fighters drunk, and they are not what you would call fighters, and all he's got weaklings in his squad. But they all went like they were battle crazy, fighting anyone who steps in the way. Pure gold. That's what this potion is. I've been thinking, let's make all our fighters take these potions. Then you will have an army of real cutthroats. They won't care about death, pain, or really any feelings at all. They will kill without hesitation. Burn villages or to the ground without a second thought. What do you say? You must immediately appropriate the homemade booze among your soldiers and arrest anyone who brews it. We need fighters, not drunk murderers. I come on like a homebrew. Increase military by 1 for Chief Triumph. This military. Okay, that's not good, I guess. I like the idea of these potions. Let every soldier drink of them to really help. Whatever they lack in power, they will make up with this magic. What's the poison effect? Is it dangerous? By this time, it's just like before the sun. Then drip, 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 drip. And then it bursts flesh. The soul groans and whizzes. It's weird. I just take it, like, do it. I got a cane for it. It's fine. What the hell? Like, so hard to decide. I just... Oh, Tirval. On behalf of a simple folk of Warnhold, I greet you. My name is Tirval. I am here to represent our community, present you with a token of your loyalty, and to humbly beg your help. I personally vouch for its quality. I made it on my own hands, every stitch and cut. I hope you like it. We asked to let Warnhold assemble a militia of their own. Many of the locals are eager to keep watch and defend their homes with weapons in hand, especially so after the well, you understand. Grace took care to send guards to Warnhold, and I'm grateful for that. However, the townsfolk would sleep better knowing that you've let us take the protection of our children and elders into our own hands. Yeah, I like this idea, I guess. This new event, Warnhold Militia. Okay. I don't know if it's a ghost choice, I just...
Meanwhile, barbarian hordes had been gathering near Brevoy's borders. We had a difficult choice to make. Was it more important to chase a traitor, or to fulfill our duty as allies?
That's the question. I have no idea. Bloodcore, last encounter with a tribe ended as bloodshed and scandal. Vanilla's fate. Well, okay. So I'm resting. Let's just chill. So. No one's leveled. Okay. We got stuff. Action. Route of... Okay, this one, I can tell. We will just give this one. Ivan's skin cloak is for someone else. Like, probably for him, because he's like a semi-tank. And what I think... Like, it is hard to decide what. Like, I think I will take him with me. And then I'll have another healer. I will, like, he is a tank, obviously, too. But he has, like, some kind of stuff onto it. So, it's a bad way. Let's just check on this. I want to give him the strongest I have. Could be light armor. Like the full plate. Yeah, that's a full plate. Oh, they are the same. Same armor class. Okay. Let's just check on this one. Then I'll check the counters in stream. Loyalty and culture. We need relations on. We need divine on 4 and relations on 4. What? Yeah. Fine. Troubles in the barony. That's okay. I did it. I did this one too. I did this one too. Yep. Now we're gonna check. We have the lost brother. We didn't found this guy. We have to wait here. Hours of Rage. Prayer's Flight. The thing is now, what are we doing? Like, do we care about other guys or do we care about our betrayer? Like, in my opinion, there's no time limit on it, so I guess I would go for the candle. But that's just like my blood calling. Help a mirror discover Nilak's fate. That's what I can do, that's okay. Negotiation at 8 regions to land, okay. The part 4 has like 96 days. Assemble a militia and warhold. Okay, so let's check. Warhold militia, that's like the first thing we do. That's okay. We can go like this. Break days 20. Port the general. That was okay, that's not working for now. 2 advisors. Oh. Länder left. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. That's plain horrible. Not gonna lie, fuck. Wow. Can I even do anything? like literally anything like that? SMP. Take this one. Okay, like what is this? Okay, I'll just go for some events here like now. I want to have the militia stuff. Elite scouts. Let's just take this guy. Black Ravine. Aram. We take someone else for something else, like this one maybe. Okay. First thing, I'll do something. So we will go for like not now, but I guess next time we will candle. I'm not helping the allies for now. The first thing I'll do now is like selling. Well, I prepare everything for next time and go on with the cattle map. Sign up. Okay, let's
This is my time to shine.
check what we can actually sell. Like you see your goods, like let's offer. Okay. Something? Ooh, this is to be great. The Dwarven War Axe is fine. We will give this one to. We like fast. We will give this one to how is he called? Arum. Wait. I don't wanna take this one. Take this one back. This one is good too. Thank God. We will do something. And one. That's okay. Yeah, we don't need like 100 of them actually. All gone too. Could be it. But I'm giving Aaron the weapon just now. Not the Dwarven works because he has like a corrosive +2 Dwarven works. Deals actually fine damage. The next thing is I think I have a good shield. Where's the shield? I've gotta check how I can unlevel this guy. Like I can respec him. Like somehow you can respec in this game. And I would love to respec. Because I thought I'd make him like a semi-tank and it kind of didn't work like I wanted to. Let's say it's kind of, yeah, it's just like it was bad. It was just like a bad idea. I thought it could be cool, but I guess it was bad. Okay. So he's the one I'll take with me then. Okay. Oh. Now the question is like, do we have, how is this working with the emblem? Well, there's no, this is a time limit. That's okay.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Oh, Mega One is here actually. I just don't read it because I was like just clicking like maybe he's like I could play with him actually, but I guess I can't. Yep. I just wait a sec. Think about. I think Anoriel 8 Anoriel 8 the one would do it like he was probably in the tavern. But okay. Like with the reason. I will go full cleric then. Wait, so let's check. I can purchase BP. Shall I go like 1,000? What is 1,000? 1,000 what? I can go full ham and just like get this one to the trade with Stova. Okay. It's like there's nothing to actually do here. Fun fact, I have so many projects, but I just can't do them. It's like every advice is like on a plus 100. Can go for 41. Like they're so expensive. It's like my problem. This one is version of the Bronze Shield Fortress. Laying the foundation. Oh. Can get stability to 2. Yeah, we will just go like this. I will do the project. Warden. Okay, stability rank 2, that's fine. Fail. Fail. The darkness retreats in the 10 area steps. Okay, that's fine. Disaster. Like, oh, does everyone, like, anyone does anything right? Failure 2. Build the town. Village has evolved into a town. The braided man. What is the craftsman? Okay, like how many advisors do we have? Who is free actually? I think this will rank up the military. How much more days does he? Okay, we will just go on and upgrade the capital to the city. Okay, nope. With 82 days, we can. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay, he screwed up. Other, we have like rank up, support the general. It's for military 4. That's okay. We need to. We need to use everyone out of. This gives me nothing. Holy shit. Let's try it with this. I need to get everyone a job out of. How is he called? Igonga. More divine. We need. Not yet. Just a second. Please. Nope. Visitor. That's okay. Who can? Not Rigonga. Unexpected visit. Check on this guy. And then I need to do the project. 14 days. Who is this? Advisor has arrived to report about the recent locality. On me. Okay. Oh. Wait. We get more of. Who the hell is this guy? Dismal silence hangs in the hall as the figure of a new visitor appears at the door. Taller than anyone else present and seems to be made of subtle folds and sharp angles from his metal master to his scarlet. Little reeks of evil, cold, calculating, unrelenting. Greetings to the ruler of this land. I've come from afar to discuss a matter of considerable importance and I hope for a civilized conversation. Let me introduce you. I'm called Forefather, our safety illustrious Queen Mahatla. I am a devil. Guard to arms. If you think I'm going to give you an ordinance, you're missing. What brings you here? I came simply to pay my regards to a lawful ruler. It is my manner to conduct myself in this way. A modest precaution. Others should not hear what I have to say. I have news of someone you know, young Canera and Kalike. One of them is in great danger, and they both share the single fate. They must have told you by now that of the Soul Eater who killed Canera. I should imagine that disclosing their secret and true names to you, the poor children deprive Canera of protection from a deadly foe. The Soul Eater has picked up her scent and will be soon here. You will need my help dealing with it. What is your interest in Canera and Kalika? My interest in this lost children is special. I would even say familial. It's my blood that runs in their veins. A long time ago, I gave a night of passion to a young follower of the Mantalas cult. Soul has rifted in agony the flames of hell for many ages, and yet still a valuable joy when I see the offspring of our alliance walking the sunlit lands of Kadira. I am their forefather, not only by name. What is so special about the Soul Eater? I've killed worse beasts before. The Soul Eater is more ancient and far more stronger and more evil than any others like it. It knows Canera's name. Follow her real. If you refuse my help, both you and the girls will have to remain on close guard day and night, waiting for it to appear to attack, and believe me, even so you will not be prepared when it strikes. What do you suggest? I can lure the Soul Eater to appear at the right time and place. I even know to be rid of once and for all without any fuss. If you are willing, then come to Kalike, to the barons at the borders of the Camerlands. It must be Kalike. We cannot risk her sister being found. We will meet there and solve the matter once and for all. Fine, I will come to a great place. You with reason been in civil mortals so long. Ah, this sounds like a freaking trap. Matter of principle. Hey, we have like some... We have like some companions. It's fine. So is met furnace. Yeah, there's no way. Take Rigonga with us. Military is 5, that's fine. Let's go, we have a failure in killed scouts, okay. Another failure. This one was good actually, it's divine. Disaster, the deal fell through, nice. That's okay too. Failure. Okay. So this one, the next 14 days, then we are pretty close to our time limit, I would assume. What did we get for playing the foundation? So now we have like projects. We have BP. We have a goblin problem and... Okay, we will just go for this one. Treasurer, you want to... Always they want to discuss any stuff. Until you drop it. Take one of these. That's okay. Redemption. Let's take Harem. This is like a 95 now. There we go. Okay. It's another thing. In the throne room. Pellet scouts with military. This will work. 85%. We have for projects. Trade agreement with... This one is so expensive. This must be great. Like, there's no way this can't... This is bad. Duration of bronze shield. Can go like this. Everyone is somewhere, like curses, economy. Okay. So to the throne we go, we have to talk to 2 guys and then we can finally up to play foot. Like, your subjects are truly subjects truly are savages. How the peasants hate paying their taxes, as if they preferred the Staglot's way. When he ran out of gold, he would just kill everybody in the nearest village and pick the loot from their corpses. However, your people won't get out that easy. Numbers of them joined the taxmasters, followers of Abadar. They regard avoidance of taxes as a personal offense. These taxmasters were gold masks and go from door to door to beat the gold out of your people, along with their teeth. It is indeed the civilized approach. It may be the only way to bring some sort of civilization to this corner of the world. However, if you allow this to continue, you will surely be called a tyrant. I urge you to act carefully. Address these taskmasters and let them know that they have gone too far, but don't disband them altogether. Someone has to collect your packs, but they are not merely people willing to take this sanctus. Yeah, I guess I just take what he says. Like, that's the last one. Fine. Makes sense. Okay, that's like the goblins. Seems a goblin friend and his allies have been in the list. Plus, they are erecting cities of Lamashtu, the mother of peace, right outside of the capital. It's heresy, and it is spreading fear and panic amongst the people. Could you please look into the matter? The guards are hesitant to deal with the one close to you personally. Okay. An acerbic ring. Thank you, this will prove useful. Oh, nok-nok. I like nok-nok a lot, but he's a pain in the ass, like, he's a real pain. Okay, so next time I will probably do all 3 companion quests first.